What up? What up? I was doing a little, I don't even know if that's beatbox or just my own little. There you go, man. The Funkster's in the house. What's going on? What's going on, people? For you guys watching the replay, what up, BC Boxing Chris? My man. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. I'm happy you like that workout. I'm happy you're excited to get to phase 16. I may even implement it a little bit earlier. We'll see. Hopefully everything's going great with you, man. How you doing, buddy? How you doing? If you're just coming on, welcome to the... This is going to be rapid fire today. I'm not going to dive in too much. I want to rapid fire and answer your questions, but I'm only answering your questions if you get in there and say hello. What's up? Where are you from? Give me your first name and where you're from. What city are you in? I know, Chris. It kills. It kills. What's up? What's up? Ahmad, you're not first. My boy BC Boxing Chris is first. What up, Ellie? What up, Jeff from Chicago? Yes, please let me know. Iceberg, cold-blooded. Yeah, I think I saw you this morning, man. Thank you, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Leslie, Ahmad's good. Jamie from Nashville. What's up? Yusuf Khan from Dubai. Yeah, Pakistani. Love my Pakistanis. I do. My boy Urshad, who runs all my back end, he's from Pakistan. Love him. South Carolina's in the house. What up? What up? Let me know where you're from, man. Will from Pittsburgh. What's going on? India represent. What up, Lorna Jackson? I know I see you, girl. I see you, girl. I see you. Patrick, what's up? Patrick from Canada. You know I love my fellow Canadians. What's up, Canada? Vinay from India. Good to see you. Connecticut in the house. JP from Canada. Jean-Philippe. Love it, man. Moulay from Moma. Africa represent. Sup, Funk? Rotterdam. Yes, thanks for the videos. No problem, Carlos. Denmark, hello. Brazil. Nice to see you guys. Illinois. Shout out from Brooklyn. Yeah, baby. Brooklyn. Love your exercise. Motivated. My dad showing him your workouts. 51. Yes, good job. Mash St. Pete checking in. Hope you guys are good over there in Florida. Uruguay, cheers. New Mexico's in the house. India, look at this. Worldwide. That's what represent Corey Katz. 14, baby, 14 from Australia. Rodrigo from Mexico City. Maine's representing Vancouver. Boxing Chris, man. The wife and I are very close to getting out and moving, packing up from Toronto and moving out to Vancouver, man. We love Vancouver. What's going on, Uruguay? What's going on, Slovenia? Yes, New York City. Represent. Arizona's in the house. What's up? As Thomas. Rio, Brazil. What up, Funk? What up, Alabama? Good to see you. Algeria, represent. New subby to the channel. What's up, Queens? Thank you, Kitten Brown. Love the videos. Thank you so much, Cosmo. Cosmo, I appreciate that. Turkey, what's going on, man? Spent a bit of time in Alanya, Turkey. Played some volleyball there. Thank you so much, Mark Garrison. Maryland's in the house. What up? What up? Salute. Salute, Aries Love. Aries Love. I'm Aries as well. That's insane. Everyone from around the world. I know, man. This is the Funksters, man. This is the movement. The Funksters come from all over the world, which is amazing. India, what's up? Workouts more important now than ever. Yes, tell me about it, Carlos. That's why I'm pumping them out, man. Pumping them out. Who benches more? Did you meet at CrossFit? Did you meet at CrossFit? Certain exposures. I'm not sure. Elaborate, brother. Elaborate. I don't train CrossFit, so but I did like 10 years ago when it first started. I did it once. Aran, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Yusuf, Texas in the house. Good work. Thank you for the advice you gave me last week for core exercise to strengthen your back and abs. No problem, Corey. That's why I'm here, man. What's up, New Jersey? Good to see you. If you come to Vancouver, Funk, I'll work out. Oh, for sure, Boxing. 100%. That's not even that's a given. We were there last year, actually. The wife and I did the great. We went to Tofino, landed, went over to Victoria, drove to Tofino, drove back, hung out in Victoria, went to Mount Doug, crossed over, drove the Great Ocean Highway. I think I can't remember. The one up. We went to Whistler. We went to Squamish. We climbed. What did we climb, honey? Grouse Mountain. We did it all, man. And we worked the UFC event there. Come on. Capilano Bridge, the whole nine, man. If any of you guys out here, if you've never been to Vancouver, man, that's definitely, if you're an outdoors person, you love nature, you love the ocean. We went back to Kitsilano Beach, where I spent many years playing beach volleyball there. Yeah, man, it's amazing. Egypt's in the house. Algeria's in the house. Pura Vida. Costa Rica, yes, went there before. Thanks for everything. No problem, guys. Your motivational videos changed a lot of lives. Thank you so much, Yusuf. I totally appreciate that. Referring to your wife, I just saw her. Oh, yes. Certain exposures. You probably did meet Angela at CrossFit over by, you know exactly where I'm pointing, certain. Do you know where I'm pointing, brother? Because I live, you know where I live? We live in Toronto. So let me know certain exposures if it's the Toronto you're talking about. And yes, you probably did. Trying it out tonight. Good job, man. Yeah, it's a tough workout. So for those of you who are just coming on, your workout today is perfect. Yes. Should try to make it down to Australia. Corey, man, we've been to Australia many times. We haven't been to Queensland, but we were in Melbourne, Perth, Sydney. Like we were going to be going to Perth in June, but unfortunately we cannot fly. And then probably Sydney later on in the year. So, but I'm not sure if we're going. But Corey, next time I'm out in Australia, I got you tickets to UFC. In fact, anytime I'm out in anywhere in Australia, New Zealand, or anywhere in Canada, and you are part of this crew, I will get you tickets, or at least try my very hardest. But as you can see, I work for the UFC, so I will get you tickets, man. No problem. This is what we do here. What's going on? St. Pete's fight team. Yeah, baby. I'm glad. Yes. St. Pete's fight team. I got you guys. I got you. I'm 40. Your videos help me. Great. Awesome. Okay, listen, guys. Enough of the hellos. Let's get to the questions. I want to answer your questions. I'm about an hour from Brisbane. Okay, yes. So I was in Brisbane? No, I haven't got to Brisbane. We did go, but I missed that fight. Yeah, 10-minute workouts. Thank you for the knowledge. No problem, guys. And I'm here for you. So if you have any questions, just fire away, man. Does bodyweight workout help? Yes, 100% bodyweight workouts help in building cardio, for sure. In fact, Mahesh, the workout that I posted this past today, check it out, try it. You'll be dead. You'll be dead. But definitely amazing for conditioning. I'll tell you guys right now. That over the last month, when I've been changing up the workouts, I've been doing a lot more body. Well, I was doing a dumbbell style, but then now I've got to change to bodyweight style. What's up, Hassan? And the type of workouts that I've been doing, specifically my Shred 16s. I've been killing the Shred 16s. Like, oh man, right here. All of these Shred 16 workouts, man. All of them. There's pages. We've been killing them. And my conditioning is incredible. Not only my conditioning, but my physique. As you guys probably see in the videos, I'm getting much leaner with my look. And it's literally been, the Shred 16s have really changed my conditioning and my body, and my cardio as well. And my endurance, muscular endurance, strength endurance, mobility, explosiveness. I'm telling you, those workouts are, and what you guys saw today was only the 16-minute version. Usually the bigger version would be those 4 exercises for 4 rounds, just like you saw, 40-20. And then round 2, or set 2 would be, so you do all that for 16 minutes, rest for 1 minute, and then I throw 4 new exercises in and you do it again. So it's like a 35-minute workout. Mega workout, man. Killer. All body weight. Yes. So yes, to answer your question, yes, for sure. Carlos, okay, what do you do for soreness? Great question, man. So, one of the things that happens when you start doing workouts or exercises that you haven't done before, no matter how great of shape you're in, you're going to get sore. You're going to get sore, specifically if it's movements or things you haven't done before, even if you're in great shape, or if it's just a workout where the other day I did a workout that was very lower body intensive, and I was super sore, man, super sore. So what do you do for soreness? Well, there's a few things. One of the things is, if you're gonna get sore. So and your body's going to have to go through it. Delayed onset muscle soreness, usually the second day is worse than the first day after the workout. But so there's a few things you can do first, and first and foremost, stretch. You gotta stretch not only just after the workout, but throughout the day, after and throughout the next day. Just keep stretching. Take a couple minutes to stretch. Maybe do a full body stretch, or actually a more intense stretch for where you're sore. Number two, massages. So using the foam roller would be good. Actually, using the foam roller before your workout to help the fascia, to help elongate the fascia. And then I don't really tell people to foam roll after your workout where you're sore, because you're just putting more pressure on that area. Maybe like it's really good to foam roll so the one thing about foam rolling is it's one of those things that you can do every day, and it's accumulative. So the more you foam roll, so let's say that every night at 9 o'clock, you're going to get out and you're going to just foam roll an area for 5 minutes, right? Just foam roll the area for 5 minutes, and you just keep doing it. The next day, another area. Next day, another area. Because you don't foam roll your whole body. You just pick an area that's going to be that you want to focus on and roll, and do some myofascial release, deep fascial release. And the good thing about that is the more you do that, the healthier your body's going to be. The healthier your joints are going to be. The fascia is going to be. You're not going to get as sore as you would if you were tight already, or not flexible already. So that's another thing. So foam rolling, but I wouldn't foam roll right after your workout. In fact, if you go to my Alpha podcast, so you can download. I have a podcast specifically for men over 40, but you're going to get great information from the podcast no matter who you are, how old you are. It's the Over 40 Alpha podcast. Download that podcast. I had the woman from Travel Roller. Her name escapes me right now. She's going to kill me. She was talking about how to use a phone. Do I have my roller here? I just saw it. Anyways, that's another thing. Epsom salt bath. Epsom salt baths are very, very good. So after a hard workout, a good stretch, come home, get into the bath, do an Epsom salt bath, nice and hot, sit in there. That's really good. Yoga is good. I think that's pretty good for the soreness. Again, you're gonna have to go through that sore. Oh, Jesus. Okay, there's a lot of people asking questions. I just realized that. Okay, so hopefully that answers your question. For fat loss, is better CrossFit or gym? For fat loss, probably CrossFit, I would assume, because it's more metabolic. It's Metcon training, which is always better than going to the gym doing, buys and tries. I'm 36 years old. I'm 5'10". I weigh 250. What workouts do you prefer for me to lose weight? Carl D. I'm going to say it. You guys can probably do it for me, but I'm going to do it right from the beginning. And I got an announcement to make. First of all, if you're a man and you're 30 years old plus and you are overweight, you are obese, you are out of shape, you need to get in shape, you need help, then go to over40alpha.com right now. So open up another screen or whatever and go to over40alpha.com. I just put in the comments and join for 30 days free. And we are going to help you, Carl, with that. Ask Chris, who's on here right now, man. He'll tell you. Get in there right now, and I'll help you. Do you count macros? No, 100% no. Not even. Good question, David. David asked if I count macros. Absolutely not. In fact, all we do, because for me, it's all about balance, right? You want to balance. And again, I'm 51. So for me as a male, our goal is to naturally boost testosterone, okay? That's what we need to do because testosterone is our male hormone. We naturally lose testosterone levels 1% to 2% every year after the age of 30. We need testosterone to be high so that we can burn fat, so that we can lose weight, so that we can get stronger, so that we can have a great, libido, so that we have more energy, so that we have more confidence, so that we're much healthier and we don't get ailments, immune systems higher when our testosterone levels are higher, specifically if we're doing all the right things to keep the other hormones at bay, like the killer hormones of testosterone, which is estrogen. We need a little bit of estrogen, but we don't need a lot of estrogen. And the more estrogen you have, the more man boobs you have, fat around the chest and fat around the belly, cortisol levels. That's another hormone that kills our testosterone. We got to keep our insulin levels at bay. We've got to keep our thyroid going, so that's our metabolism. So all of that stuff we need if you want to lose weight. You know, the funny thing is when people come into my program, I'm telling them before that, you know, you're going to lose fat, you're going to burn fat, you're going to get rid of that belly fat, you're going to lose weight, you're going to get strong, you're going to have muscle, you're going to feel great in your 40s, 50s, 60s, and beyond. You're going to get in the best shape of your life. No doubt. Six-pack abs, everything. It may take time, but that will happen. But the reason why that happens is because we focus on boosting testosterone, because the byproduct of boosting your testosterone, specifically over the age of 30, 35, 40, 50, 60, is weight loss, is fat loss, is losing that belly fat, is getting rid of the man boobs, is getting stronger, is all the other things I talked about. But the number one thing to help that is there's four things. First of all, you just have to have that mindset that you're going to now focus on testosterone. Number two, you have to focus on recovery, sleep. You know, we don't recover as fast as we did before. The third thing is workouts. Of course, we got to change up the style of workouts, more metabolic workouts, joint friendly, total body, and most importantly, nutrition. And when it comes to nutrition, it's not about restricting a diet. It's not about counting macros or calories. It's not about, I'm going to, I'm only going to eat this type of food and not this type of food. So getting rid of food groups, it's a balanced plate. Because the number one, when it comes to, I'm just writing something out right now as I talk, so bear with me because it will make sense. So whenever we eat our foods, we eat 3 times a day, okay? We eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's what we eat. And every meal, because again, the focus is testosterone. That's it. That's our number one focus as men. We need to boost our testosterone naturally while keeping all the other hormones, keeping inflammation down, keeping insulin, all that stuff at bay. In order for us to boost testosterone, the number one precursor to testosterone production, which usually happens in the morning, happens in the testes, but there is a precursor, something that ignites that testosterone. What starts that? What starts that production? It's cholesterol, good cholesterol. Well, where do you get good cholesterol from? You need to get good cholesterol from nutrition. Well, what kind of foods do you have to eat to get good cholesterol? You have to eat fats, healthy fats. You get it from healthy fats. You also get it from some animal proteins as well. So fats is the most important macronutrient. And when we say macros, we say fats, proteins, and carbs. That's the most important macronutrient. The other most important macronutrient for boosting testosterone are carbs, starchy carbs like sweet potato, jasmine rice, black rice, brown rice, quinoa, steel cut oats, sweet potato. I think I just mentioned that before. That's super important because that's super important for our thyroid. That's super important for energy. That's super important for metabolism. And that's super important to ensure that when our thyroid's going, when testosterone producing, when our body's in a starvation mode because we're not eating carbs, testosterone levels go down, body holds on to fat for energy and burns protein. The other most important, which is what I call the foundation macronutrient, because every time you eat a meal, you need to have protein in every single meal. You have to have all of these in every single meal, but I'm just letting you know that it's not the most important for men over 40 because too much protein can boost your cortisol levels because of the energy it takes to digest. And finally, vegetables and fruits. So I know vegetables and fruits are in the carbohydrate family, but I separate starchy carbs and vegetables. So every plate that you have has carbs, has fats, has proteins, and has vegetables and fruits. And whether it's a smoothie, whether it's your breakfast, or whether it's a meal, this is what it has. And when you have those plates, every plate looks pretty much the same. You have those 4 quadrants. You don't ever need to count calories. You don't ever need to count your macros. You just make sure that you have the nutrients. Because those macronutrients, now there's specific foods that fit into these categories that you need to choose from, but those foods have the micronutrients because it's more than macros, it's micronutrients. It's the vitamins and minerals that are going to feed your body, boost your hormones, feed your hormones, get rid of those, or at least you need a little bit of cortisol, you need a little bit of estrogen, so we got to keep those at bay. But it's the magnesium, the zinc, the selenium, the boron, the vitamin B, like all of the things that you get from food, the antioxidants that are going to help. That's what it's all about. It's not about freaking going on paleo and keto and, oh, I only eat low carbs and I'm only a vegetarian and all that bullshit. It's about a balanced plate and a nutrition plan that you can follow 2 years down the road. Because I've been eating the exact same for like 9 years now, the exact same all the time. I may have added fasting, but every time I break my fast, I break it the same way with everything I need to boost my testosterone levels naturally. So I don't count my macros to answer that question. I just thought I'd go, because if anyone has nutrition, I just explained it to you. So there you go. I'm really struggling for lower belly fat. Yes, Mulay. Belly fat, if you're a male or female, but mostly a male, the belly fat's the last place that that we're going to burn fat. So the way you get rid of belly fat is nutrition. I just explained it to you. It's all nutrition. Because it doesn't matter how many workouts you do, you cannot train a bad diet. So it doesn't matter if you're crushing my Shred 16s, if you're eating like shit or eating foods, you may actually be eating healthy, right? Because I get this all the time. Guys come into my program and they're like, hey man, I eat healthy, I eat protein and I have salads. And then I ask them, well, where's your fats and carbs? So, oh, I don't eat fats and carbs. I'm like, so you don't eat healthy then? Like, yes, you eat somewhat healthy where you're probably not eating sugars, processed foods, junk food, pastas, breads, like all that stuff that's going to kill your hormones and boost your estrogen levels. You're not eating a ton of dairy, but you're also not eating the two most important macronutrients so that you can lose belly fat. Because right now, the fact that you're only eating, and I'm not saying you're doing this, Mulei, but anyone who's listening to this who think they eat healthy, and listen, I'm not hacking on you, but you're eating somewhat healthy. You're missing the two most important macros here, fats and carbs, specifically for us guys, because this is what's going to drive our testosterone and make sure our energy metabolism's going. So you're doing this part, you're doing half of it, but you got to do the second half. So when you don't eat a balanced meal, plates, what happens is it messes with those hormones. Cortisol and estrogen specifically cause belly fat, and estrogen with the man boobs as well. So you really have to focus on eating those foods that are going to help boost. And plus, if you're not eating carbs, again, guys can go do the research and science on all of this stuff. I just want to give it to you on a person-to-person level. Again, you're going to slow down that metabolism, right? Carbs are energy, carbs, glucose, glycogen. We need that. So if we don't get it from our carbs to get that energy for our brain and our body and our metabolism, body goes into starvation mode, everything slows down, metabolism slows down, right? Your body goes, oh shit, I'm not going to get any fat from any energy from the carbs. Let me hold on to that fat and which if you're like skinny fat, right? You're not eating carbs, your body's going to hold on to the fat for energy later, and it's going to burn all that protein. That's why you're skinny fat, because your body's using the protein as energy instead of feeding your bones, your muscles, all the metabolic processes that go through your body. And listen, I see this I got thousands of men in my program who come in who were vegetarians before, they were on keto, they were doing paleo, they were doing low fat, they were doing low carb, like all of this funk, I'm eating healthy, I can't get rid of this and that, and then they start doing my program. Listen, last week where is he? Where's Travis? Travis will tell you. Where are you, Travis? I know you're on here. And all of a sudden you change up and eat your foods, you eat balanced plates, and boom, booyaka, booyaka, right there. That's what happens at 40 years old, right? That's what happens at 40 years old. It's all about our hormones, guys. Listen, this isn't sexy. You think I could go out right now and go talk about the testosterone diet and all you have to eat are fats, carbs, proteins, and vegetables and fruits, and that's going to be sexy? No, man, it's not sexy, right? Sexy is keto. Sexy is vegetarian, keto, only eat one meal a day, only the carnivore diet. Like, that's sexy. You can sell that shit. That's not sexy, so you don't hear a lot about it. But that's proof's in the pudding, my brothers. And there's a lot of science and research behind a testosterone diet that has maybe a 40-40-20, 40% the ratio, 40% fats, 40% carbs, 20% proteins, and the rest vegetables and fruits. And I'm telling you right now, mouleye, it takes a while to get rid of that belly fat. Like Travis, who was on here last week, that didn't happen overnight. And the guys who are in my brotherhood, it doesn't happen overnight, but it does happen all the time. It does happen all the time. It just takes, you just got to keep feeding that body the right foods. I've been using a 4-kilo kettlebell for resistance bands. Any exercise you can recommend for strength training and endurance, not with a 4-kilo kettlebell, but for resistance bands, yeah, man. Also, can you do both at the same time? Can you strength train and get endurance? You can do strength endurance for sure. A lot of fighters do train a lot of strength endurance, meaning that you may do some what's it called again? Jesus. It'll come to me in a second. I actually posted some workouts about this a few years ago when I was training a lot of fighters, because fighters need to have what's called real anytime strength. I call it anytime strength, where like in the 4th round or 3rd round, when I talk about MMA fighters, you still need to be able to suplex a fighter, right? With the same amount of strength that you would in the 1st round. So you have to build that strength endurance. So you can use, God, I can't remember the type of workouts it is. Maybe someone help me here. About 5 years ago or 6 years ago, I was doing a lot of that training on my YouTube channel. I don't remember what it's called off the top of my head. Anyways, with resistance bands though, you can definitely do a lot of damage with resistance bands. Go to resistancebandtraining.com. My boy Dave Schmitz has some really good exercise that you can do. 4-kilo kettlebells aren't going to do anything for your strength at all. And resistance bands going to be, you can get some good strength, but you always want to get, use some dumbbells and kettlebells, heavier kettlebells. I love your favorite exercise, mountain climbers. Yes, Yusuf says, I love your favorite exercise, mountain climbers. Yusuf knows, and probably if all you guys been on here, you know how much I hate doing mountain climbers. It's a tough one for me. But you know what? Second day is always, yeah. But you know what? It's one of those things where you always have to do those exercises that you hate or that you're weak at in order to get better. So I put them in there. I put different variations, rotational ones. So yeah, interesting. I'll try to foam roll. Never have before. Yeah, foam rolling's good, man. Just try it for sure. Funk, those 60-minute workouts, are those going to be part of the, yes, BC, yes, for sure. Those are going to be phase 17, actually, because I got some good things for you in phase 16. Phase 17, they're actually going to be 32-minute workouts. So, yeah. I'm saying that because Chris is saying that because in my program, there's now there's going to be 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I think 19 months of workouts. 19 months of workouts. Every month, a new set of workouts, all progressive from phase 1 all the way to, there'll be 24 altogether, but phase 16 is, yeah, man, you're going to see some good stuff coming up there. Let's see what else we got here. Talking about your metabolic workouts, in theory, can you use those for your strength work? No, you can't use those for your strength work. Danny, good question though. These are great questions. So Dan, taking your metabolic workouts, in theory, can you use those for, no, you definitely can't use those for strength training. You would just do this is what I would do. I would do strength work 2 times a week, right? So here's the thing. You have to think, when it comes to programming strength training, you have to be very, you have to really think about when you're setting up your workouts, because you're probably going to want to do your strength stuff earlier in the week and your conditioning later, because you need that strength. Like Mondays for sure. Sunday you're going to eat a lot of carbs, good carbs, fuel your workout for Monday, do whatever strength training you're going to do Monday. Take that day off. Maybe Wednesday or Thursday, you may, give yourself a couple of days, depending on what you're doing. Thursday, you do another strength. And then, Friday, Saturday, you can do some metabolic training. So you have that metabolic training at the end of the week. Give yourself Sunday to recover. Like, you got to be it all depends on the type of strength work you're doing. Maybe you do your big strength on Monday. Maybe you do some explosive power on Wednesday. And then Friday and Saturday, or just Friday, you do some metabolic training, because you could also add after that, after you do your power and explosive training on Wednesday, you can add a metabolic finisher and then have just pure metabolic training on Thursday, Friday, and then take 2 days off, because you want to make sure that your strength day is the day that you're focusing on the most, right? Because you want to build strength. So the other two, the power explosive, great. The more powerful and explosive you are, the better your strength's going to be. Maybe you work on some technique stuff on that day as well, on the Wednesday. But your strength day is where you get in and you grind, right? You do the grind, the big heavy lifts. So your CNS has to be ready. You've got to get good your nutrition's got to be ready. Your body's got to be recovered. That's why you want to take 2 days before you go do that strength. Wednesday, you do some explosive power, maybe some technique work to help with your strength training. Depending on what type of strength training you're doing, you can add a metabolic finisher. So maybe like that 16-minute workout I did, perfect for that. And then on Friday, you do like a mega metabolic workout or circuit. And that's 3 days. That's perfect, because remember, the recovery is the most important day. The recovery is the most important thing when it comes to strength training, right? Strength training, explosiveness, it's your recovery, because you're not going to be able to do strength and explosive training if you keep hammering your body, not giving it time to recover, not giving your muscles time to recover and build, right? Because growth days happen on your rest days. Stimulation and breakdown days happen in the gym. So you need those rest days. Plus, most importantly, you need the nutrition to help with your recovery, to help keep inflammation down, to help keep your metabolism going. So everything is so you have your whole focus. So like, I want you guys to understand that like again, Dan, it's a great question. But I want you guys to understand, like, a lot of people are like, oh yeah, I want to do some strength training. You can't just throw that shit out willy-nilly. You can't just throw about like, you got to be serious. I want to do strength training. Okay, we're focusing on strength training. So let's figure out what program we're going to use, what workouts are we going to use, and then everything else builds around the strength, right? Because obviously that's going to be the most important, right? If you're talking about strength endurance, and I can't remember the type of workouts it was. God, it's killing me right now. It's on the tip of my tongue. It starts with a P, and it will come to me. And I had it, and maybe I'll just, oh God, because those workouts that we were doing back in the day, God damn it, it'll come to me. If you guys look, if you guys go into my YouTube and look at some workouts that we did like 7 years ago or 6 years ago, oh God, because these workouts are really good. That's why I want, because it does work on strength, endurance, work capacity, doing some heavy, doing some mixing. We were mixing a lot of burpees in with some strength stuff. And then I also have my gauntlet workouts, which I will be shooting one gauntlet workout, but it was a great way to mix strength and cardio together. And I use those gauntlet workouts for fighters. Specifically, I would do that once or twice a week, depending on what fighter they were and where they were in their fight, where they were in their fight schedule. But those gauntlet workouts, which we would mix a strength type exercise with a burpee variation, and we would do it for time. Oh man, those things were brutal. Just go back in my YouTube channel, look for gauntlet workouts. Fuck. Anyways, how old am I? I'm 51. I'm a purple belt. Yes, purple belt. Oh, would you say kettlebells are the best strength and muscle building? And that normal weight training should be stopped? Amazing content for lockdown. Thanks. No problem, Sid. Yeah. So I don't think anything is the best for anything, because there's different ways to use things. But if you're an athlete right now listening to this, you're a fighter, you play a sport, then you need to throw regular weight training out the freaking door. The bis and tris, the back and shoulders, that shit needs to get out the door. Those body part work, that's for getting up on stage and bodybuilding. That's what that's for. Or trying to, if you're like a doorman or something, or you want to go to the club and you want to posture, that's what that's for. You're an athlete. You need to train strength. You need to train. Just listen to what, as a jiu-jitsu practitioner, you need cardio, right? Endurance. You need muscular endurance. You need mobility. You need agility. You need explosiveness, right? You need flexibility. You need strength. You need so an aerobic, and you need your aerobic capacity to be big. So you're all of those things you need as an athlete, right? Balance, core strength. You need all of this stuff. So think about it. If you want to become a better purple belt, right? You want to be a better purple belt that can roll longer, that can be more explosive. Like, of course, techniques are great, of course. But now, when you get all these purple belts, right? You get all these purple belts now. What's going to be the difference in some of these purple belts? Well, the guy who's in better shape, the guy who can roll longer, the guy who has more explosiveness, the guy who's got better core to get into specific positions, who can throw up submissions, the guy who's got better muscular endurance to hold and control, right? The guy who's got the guy who's quick, who's fast, right? Like fast twitch muscles, like that sort of things. That's what's going to set people apart when you're all at the same level as up. When you're white belts and that sort of thing, everything, of course, and I'm not talking about technique. Of course, technique is going to be the thing. But if you're all have the same technique, and you look at all of these guys, the ones who are gonna move faster and win most are the ones that have the tangibles, which is what you do with strength and conditioning. How much better you're going to be. How much better you're going to be. You're not going to get better doing buys and tries and pull downs and all this bullshit, because you're wasting the time in the gym where you need to build the skill, when you need to build the conditioning, the attributes that you're going to need as a better fighter, right? That's what it is. That's what it comes down to. So throw that shit out. Kettlebells are phenomenal. Phenomenal. In fact, hold on a second. Let me see if I can find it here. I can't find it right now. Oh, no. Yeah. All right. If you guys know Joey Alvarez, Kettle Jitsu, I'm just giving a shout out to Joey. He's got his Kettle Jitsu. So he's a jiu-jitsu. I think he's definitely a black belt. He uses kettlebells in a specific way for fighting. It's amazing. I also, you guys know, I've got Kettlebell for Fighter program, which is a program that I did with my boy Chris Lopez. We did a kettlebell not certification, but like a workshop for fighters, for Muay Thai fighters. So yeah, kettlebells are amazing because you can train all of those things I was talking about: strength, muscular endurance, agility, depending on what exercise you're doing, explosive power, core strength for sure. Obviously, kettlebells, you need core strength to do most of the exercises. So yeah, throw out all of that bullshit weight training and start focusing on exercises and workouts that are going to help with the physical attributes you need as a jiu-jitsu practitioner, or for you MMA fighters, you Muay Thai fighters, all of you guys out there. That's what's going to set you apart. Cardio, conditioning, that always sets you apart. Michael Gordon says belly fat. You want to get rid of belly fat, Michael Gordon? Nutrition, my brother. Nutrition. Fats, carbs, proteins, vegetables. You guys hate to hear that because it's like, oh, well, give me something sexier. Give me some cool exercise that I need to do. Nah, man, get your nutrition on point. I can help you. Over40alpha.com. Over40alpha.com. I don't care if you're 30, 35, 50, 90, join it, and I will help you lose that belly fat. What up, Noi? I'm always watching your training. Thanks so much. No problem. Do you use hyperbaric chamber? No, I don't use the hyperbaric chamber, but I have floated before. We have floating here. I used to always do it, actually, but I just haven't. Bruce Taylor? What up, Bruce? I used to when we could go places, but yeah, but not the hyperbaric chamber. But yes, floating for sure. Love floating. By the way, another great way to help with someone. Who is it that asked me about soreness? Another great way, because again, it's salts, right? Salt bath. It's just a massive Epsom salt bath. Yo, follow you from Italy. Yes, thank you, Italy. Love your workouts. Have a question for you. Is it okay? Do I do brutal hit workout and another small? No, man. So, Manuel, good question. Guys, I gotta say this to you guys, really. Listen, I'm gonna premise this by saying that we are with what's going on right now. We're isolated. A lot of us have time, and for those of you guys who love to work out, you're missing your gym. You're missing your martial arts studio or your MMA gym or your CrossFit gym or anything. You're missing it, right? You have that energy, that built up energy. So what you want to do is like, okay, well, let me do your brutal 30-minute workout, and then let me do something else after because I still have energy. And usually I would tell you, just focus, just it's all about like being consistent and a sustainable training regime so that you're not getting injured, right? But I just have to say that there's some of you who could probably do the brutal hit workout and another small hit training for 10 minutes, because if you watch my wife, after we did that 16-minute workout, she could have probably done another 30-minute of something. So just because of what we're doing right now, and if you think you can handle another 10 minutes, for sure, man, go for it. Specifically if you're younger, go for it. But I wouldn't do it every day. So let's hit back. And try not to do workouts more than 45 minutes. 40 minutes is tough. Like 40 minutes and then 40 minutes and then the cortisol starts to rise after that, because your body's going through too much now, right? Because cortisol is stress, and you're putting your body through too much stress. That's why going on long, like on the elliptical, which no man should be on an elliptical. I'm just saying that. That's my advice. If you're on elliptical, you might as well just go for a walk, or the stair climb or whatever. Like anything longer than 35 to 40 minutes, and you're missing that sweet growth hormone, testosterone boosting, releasing zone, and moving into the cortisol zone, right? That's why you see a lot of people who do I see it all the time when I used to go to that gym over there. There'd be lots of people who every day they're on that machine, and they look the same. 6 months down the road, they still look the same, or they still have the belly fat they can't get rid of. But anyways, yes, go for it. I would like to say thanks for getting me started. No problem, PSP Pren, good job. Jason, cortisol killer. Yeah, testosterone is the cortisol killer. Cortisol is stress. We got to all keep our stress levels down if we want to stay healthy. I'm on week 2 of the Alpha. Tim, big up to Tim. All my Alpha brothers. I have much love for all of you guys here, and for sure I'm on here every Tuesday now, and I want to thank all of you guys for helping us reach 500K subscribers. You guys are amazing. I would love you guys to just share this channel with one other person you think would like it, not who you think needs it, because when you share it with who you think needs it, they're not gonna have it. But if you know someone's like, hey man, you gotta check out this guy, I know you may like his workouts, that will be awesome. But my brothers and my brotherhood, man, we are like true brothers. You know that, Tim. I love you, buddy. Tim's talking about the Over 40 Alpha program. He's in week 2 and he's loving it, and I love that. How do you feel about water fasting 1 day a week while doing your 30-day bodyweight challenge? I think you already know that answer, but absolutely not. Like 100%, no effing way would I tell anyone to fast for a day. No way, no. And I'm going to be harsh because you know I am, Will. Buddy, fats and carbs. Why would you not eat fats and carbs, which will boost your testosterone, which will help you lose the weight or get lean or get that six-pack? Why would you take away from that, doing a fast, slowing your metabolism down, slowing your entire body down, keeping your cortisol levels up high, your thyroid's slowed down, your body's going to hold fat, your body's going to hold onto the fat because you're not giving it any food. Like, no way in hell would you ever do any 1-day water fast at all. No. Do the 30-day challenge, finish it, and then if you don't come into the Alpha Brotherhood, then good luck with your fasting. But no, don't do that, man. You're not going to get the results you're looking for. You'll probably still get results, but you're not going to get results you're looking for. We have Ramadan. Okay, so difference here. Ramadan very soon next week. So working out, fasting for 1 month, is it good for your body and muscle? Okay, so Mulay, I've worked with many people, many people who celebrate Ramadan, who have to go through this. I've worked with many successfully, because what I tell them is you're going to go through your fast, which 100% you need to do. But when you break your fast, you're going to try to get 2 meals in. I know you break it later in the night, but you're going to get 2 meals in, and you're going to eat balanced plate of fats, carbs, proteins, and vegetables, but lots of carbs, like good carbs, lots of the good carbs, right? Because you want to give your body nutrition, and you also want to give your body that energy that you can use the next day. Specifically, if you're going to be working out, you can definitely work out fasted. I used to do it all the time, for sure, 100%. The fasting, Ramadan is not a good month to build muscle. I'll just tell you that right now. It's probably not the month you want to build muscle unless you're going to break your fast, work out, eat again, and then fast again. But it's probably not the time that you're going to want to build muscle. You build that muscle before, right? Like you got to think about this, Moulay. You got to think about, okay, well, Ramadan is during this time, so I'm going to build muscle out here, right? I'm going to build that muscle, get a little bit bigger, get stronger, and use Ramadan as the time where I'm going to lean out, right? Still work out, still eat healthy, but that's not where I'm going to focus on my muscle building. I'm going to hold on to the muscle because I'm eating the right nutrition to keep that muscle. I'm going to do workouts that are metabolic to help you burn calories and burn fat during and after while holding on to muscle. But it's not I'm not going to build muscle during that time. So if if you do not, so next year, because it's probably too late now because you're starting next week. Next year, so this year this is not the muscle building time during this Ramadan. Just after it's done, then you can go into your muscle building. But next year, just plan it better. Get the over 40. Yes, Chris. Yes, 100%. 5'9", 110 kilos. What do you think this person should work with in terms of training? And that's easy for me to tell you. This person, because I have many people who come into the program specifically looking like that, if not worse. I would do metabolic workouts, so 3 times a week, so that person can use the days off to recover. I would do some. The nutrition is going to be key. You're asking me about metabolic workouts. Going to get both your conditioning cardio, your cardio, so you can burn calories, and burn fat during and after, because of the afterburn effect or EPOC. But also, if you maybe one day you're going to do body weight metabolic workout, another day you'll use dumbbells. As you can see, I have that workout that I did, the 30-minute dumbbell workout that I did. That was just kind of like now. I must say, a lot of people actually have been using that workout, and I must say it is now part of my Over 40 Alpha program as like a cool challenge workout. But you can do other workouts using dumbbells with great exercises, using circuit training style to really help build some muscle. Because the more muscle you have, the more metabolic you're going to be, right? So the more muscle you have, the more fat you're going to burn, the more metabolic you're going to be at a resting metabolic rate. So you want your person who's 5'9", 110 kilos to lose fat. So maybe you have 2 really good fat burning metabolic workouts, body weight workouts on the outside, and then you still want that person to build muscle, right? You still want them to get a little bit stronger, build some muscle. So you'll put that in the middle. Again, I would make it circuit training, not like bis and tris and back and shoulders, because we want this person to lose weight. But that's what I would do 3 times, and then every single workout you're doing. By the way, everyone who's listening to this right now, at the end of every one of your workouts, you should be doing ab and core circuit, some type of ab and core circuit, whether it's 4 minutes, whether it's 6 minutes, whether it's 8 minutes. That has to be, that's a given. You do that at the end. That's a given. Whoever's watching this right now and who's on this, you all have to be doing ab and core after your workouts, because you need to strengthen that core, strengthen the abs, help reduce injuries, obviously to help get stronger, more powerful for you fighters and athletes out there. So 6 weeks in lockdown in Barcelona, my skipping 3 minutes max, that was you heard for me, pull the neck injury, need for a week, cut weight to BK. I'm not too sure. You had a neck injury. because you were skipping 3 minutes. I'm not sure what you're saying. Ask that again. I'm 47, 6 foot, 255. Used to run a lot, but never really got the body I wanted. I have struggled with libido. Yes, 100%. Yeah, buddy. Doc says to some. Yeah. Okay. Dan, beautiful. I love this. So Dan said, I'm 47. He's 6 foot, 255. Got a lot of those guys right now in my challenge. You struggled with you ran a lot, but you never had the body you wanted, because running is gonna keep your cortisol, keep that fat for sure, 100%. Maybe when you were younger, you were in good shape and ran. You struggle with libido. Obviously, we're 47. Your doctor says your testosterone levels are okay, and this is what happens. Your testosterone levels may be like 300. I would like to know what your testosterone levels are, because when someone says your testosterone levels are okay, that means you're probably just over the low mark, right? Because if you're struggling with your libido and you're 255, which means your estrogen levels are high, your cortisol levels are high, and your estrogen levels or testosterone levels are probably quite low. 100% your testosterone levels are low. You're 6 foot and 255, 100% your testosterone, unless you're taking TRT, then obviously I don't know what I'm talking about. But without seeing you and with what you're saying and your libido's low, your testosterone levels are low. They're not low enough for the doctor to write you a prescription, but they're still low. You want your testosterone levels to be like 600-700 for sure. Like 600, 7. Like you want to strive for 7. I have a lot of guys in my brotherhood who went from 200 to 400 to 600 all naturally. Because once you get there, you're gonna lose that fat. The libido's gonna go up the roof. You need to do over 40 alpha, man. I'm telling you right now, it'll change your life, and you will see how. Because when I did my testosterone levels years ago, when I had my crypto organizing pneumonia, and I went to get my testosterone levels checked, and it was quite low. The nurse was like, "Oh yeah, your testosterone levels are good. They're okay than normal." And then when I looked at the scale, it was like super low. It was like this much over, but they don't have time to freaking go through everything and give you. They're just like, oh yeah, they're good. Yeah, they give you your testosterone levels are great. Yeah, go, yeah, see you. Nah, man, you want it nice and high, specifically because you're 47. You've got another 40 to 50 to 60 years of living. So you need to strive to get it high, and I guarantee you that, and I do guarantee you that. If you start the program, you use the program, you go on there for 6 months, you get your testosterone levels checked again using a company like Let's Get Checked, right? That's the company that we use, Let's Get Checked. Home testosterone, get that, because in my program too, I make everyone get the testosterone levels checked, because I personally need to show. I need a measuring stick, right? For me, the measuring stick is not fat loss and getting ripped and all that stuff, because I know that my program will do that 100%. But for me, I need to know that this program will naturally help these guys boost their testosterone levels. But I can't just do it by, oh yeah, your testosterone's pretty much higher. We need stats. So I make everyone get this done, and then every 6 months they'll come in, and Chris, if you haven't got this done, get it done. Like, no pun intended, but get it done. Seriously, like, get the over40shred.com /test kit, I think is what it is. Definitely get it done. It's easy. It's just a home testosterone kit, because you need to know where you are, and then you need to know where you want to go. And every 6 months you just get it done. It's like $89 or something, or even less now, I think. And you'll see. So Dan, 100%, man. You're going to get workouts, you're going to get nutrition, you're going to get recovery stuff, sleep stuff, tips. You're going to get weekly coaching. You're going to get guys like Bruce Taylor and Chris, and those guys who will help out. I'm telling you, man, it'll change your life. Like 100% will change your life. It'll change your life. I always say this, man. I'm always proud of my boy Bruce Taylor. I mean, he's one of the OGs, man. I think he must be on phase 12 right now. I went to meet him in Australia. He's my boy, man. He's my boy. But like, even like, look at this, man. Look at that. Look at where he was before, and look at the 6-pack, right? 50 years old. 50 years old. Works. Cold bath in the morning. Yes. Ice after workouts, 3 minutes. Slightly warm bath at night. Recovery will fast. Yes. New York. You said it best, my brother. Cold, hot baths, really good for recovery as well. I heard Ezekiel bread is a substitute for regular bread, but it has soybeans. Is it still okay? Yes, it is. The soy that it has is very limited. It's very little, but it's the best bread. Like if you're a man, who wants a safe bread, it's actually a really good bread. A testosterone, it's got some of the properties in there to actually help with testosterone, or at least not affect your testosterone, even though it has a little bit of soy. Listen, I always tell the guys, don't eat soy because soy will boost your estrogen. But that's when you eat a lot of soy, right? Some of the products will have a little bit of soy. Soy is in a lot of products, but there's still some healthy products that have soy. So Ezekiel, 100%, that's on my food list. This week I've noticed I'm losing muscle mass, even training at home. Yeah, well, what type of training are you doing, Vicer? What type of training you're doing? And listen, guys, I'm going to tell you something. All of us, we have to accept the fact that, especially Visser, if you're using, so Visser, great question, or great concern. If you don't have dumbbells and kettlebells and a bunch of weight that you can continue to work out at home while building muscle, then you're probably gonna, now also, if you're not working out, like, you could probably still hold on to that muscle, right? Hold on to some muscle or lean out, so look even more muscular if you do body weight metabolic training, where you're still, you can still do some good body weight strength workouts. You can do some body weight workouts where it's muscular endurance, so you're gonna do a lot of reps to help, break down that muscle so that next day you recover and still hold on to muscle. But we're all at home, and unless you have a big gym at home or lots of weight, we're not going to be building muscle. And and if you're not eating the right foods, Visser, if you're not feeding your body and feeding your muscles the foods it needs to recover after your workouts, 100% you're going to lose muscular mass. 100%. Even now, we have to be very, 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 very focused, because our margin for error is very small now. So our nutrition has to be on point, not only for our muscles and our body and our fat loss, but for our immune as well, for our recovery. Plus the workouts that we do, man, I got tons of workouts on my site. Use them. What are good carbs, Dimitri? Okay, good carbs. Steel cut oats for your morning. Number one, have it every morning. Quinoa, very good. Sweet potato and potatoes, white potatoes after, or yellow potatoes after you work out. Sweet potatoes anytime. White rice after you work out. Jasmine rice, basmati rice, black rice, brown rice, all good. What am I missing here? Lentils, good. Oh, not lentils, sorry. Yeah, that's pretty much that's pretty much the carb list. If I'm missing something, I think right off the bat that's pretty much it. I mean, when I have my guys eat carbs, the list is pretty small, right? The list is very small, but in the carbs that I mentioned, there's so many different variations that you can use. Just with sweet potato, you can mash the sweet, you can cook the sweet, roast it, split it open, put grass-fed butter. You could slice it, put it in the oven in a nice sheet. Like, there's so many different ways you can eat all of those foods. But those are the carbs you want to choose from, for sure. Thank you, David. Thank you so much. Looking good. Hi, Brotherhood. Mohammed, yes, my man. Good to see you, brother. You're doing good, man. You're doing great. Cliff Johnson, say no to snacking. Yes, definitely. Say no. No need to snack, boys and girls. No need to snack. How much carbs? What type of carbs? So I just answered your carbs, and all you really need to do, my brother, is make sure that you have a source of carbs on your plate or in your smoothie or for breakfast every time you eat, and you don't even have to worry about how much. Really and truly, you don't. Like, you really don't. What I usually say for testosterone, you're going to do your ratio throughout the day should be 40% carbs, 40% carbs, 40% healthy fats, 20% proteins, and when I say carbs, I mean starchy carbs, and a shitload of vegetables and fruits. And if you do that with every meal, you're gonna be fine, man. And you can play like, okay, this month I wanna lean out a bit, so I'm still gonna eat carbs every meal, but I'm not gonna have as many carbs. My carb portion is gonna be a little bit smaller. Or this month I'm trying to build muscle. I'm trying to gain some size and build muscle, so I gotta feed my muscles carbohydrates. So I'm gonna have a little bit more carbs and a little bit less fats, and protein's going to stay the same at 20, and your vegetables and fruits you need, because it's going to have the micronutrients that you're going to need to help with your testosterone, which is also going to help you build muscle. So as long as you have that 40-40-20, but more importantly, the first thing you need to do is just get this in place. Just get the quadrants in place. Don't worry about, don't put another barrier up and say, well, you know what? I like to count my carbs. I like to count my calories. That's bullshit, man. That's just you putting a barrier. I'm not saying you're doing this, but I'm just saying that's just putting barriers in front. That's what people do. They all put barriers in front. Oh, I don't eat this. Oh, I'm not a this guy. Oh, I'm a calorie counter. Oh, like that's bullshit, man. That's just you putting excuses in front of the easiest way to eat. This is the easiest way to eat. It's easy. Just choose the right foods and stay away from those other foods. But it's simple. And it's so simple that people are like, come on, man, it can't be that simple. Funk, I smashed your program. Side-to-side burpees, plank. Yes, Anthony. 1,000 calories, 100%. Melbourne out in the house. Yeah, man. It's killer because, in fact, it's funny you just say that. It's funny you just said that because I did that workout the other day, and my Whoop showed me after like, what the hell is going on? My Whoop showed me that I burned almost 800 calories after that workout. Insane. I can't even get it, but yeah, man. I'm telling you, it's because remember, it's not just what you burn during, it's after. Remember the afterburn effect. That's what we're talking about here. The afterburn. Body's trying to get back down to homeostasis, EPOC, excess post-oxygen consumption, excess post-exercise, excess post-oxygen consumption, whatever it is. EPOC, afterburn. That's what you want. You want your body to continue to metabolize after. Metabolism, keep going, keep burning calories, keep moving. Feed that body, feed the recovery. 30 minutes intense training or 90 minutes? 30 minutes for MMA, boxing workouts. Mr. Legend's asking 30 minutes intense training or 90 minutes, kind of low intensity. No, 30 minutes intense, 100%, 100%. 90 minutes is too long, way too long. Get a good solid, strength and conditioning workout. You'll be fine. Brandon Reed says from the PA, Pennsylvania, what up? 2 questions for you. Do you recommend in using a weighted vest during your training? I love it. Also, what workouts to help gain strength to the pull-ups? Brandon, did you ask this question already? Oh, sorry, buddy. I just lost you. Fuck. Asshole. I like that. Guide test for type 1 diabetes. Okay. Brandon, number 1, yes, 100% use weighted vests. Listen, I've been looking for not a company, but one of because I do a lot of body weight training. I do a lot of kettlebell. I do dumbbell, kettlebell, body weight. That's really my sweet spot, right? When I was training fighters, obviously I'd use everything, but generally speaking, body weight, dumbbells, and kettlebells. That's really all you need. But the question you asked me was weighted vests, and that's one of the things I always want. I wanted to I see a lot of these other fitness people who do body weight stuff. They have their own weighted vest, and I've always wanted to. If anyone out there has a hook on not big heavy weighted vest with the big huge bricks in that I used to use, just like a good 10, 20, 30 pound weighted vest. I'm looking, if you know any manufacturers out there, whatever, hit me up, funkroberts@gmail.com, because I'm looking forward to get a Funk Roberts, weighted vest. But yes, answer that question, yes. Pull-ups. So good exercise for gaining strength doing pull-ups, inverted rows. So I answered that question a few weeks ago. That's why I asked you that. Inverted rows are great for pull-ups. Doing negatives with pull-ups. So you know how you get the resistance band? Well, generally what people do is they get the resistance band, they tie it up, and they use the resistance band to get them up. But in fact, you're using the resistance band for the negative, right? Because the negative is going to help you develop the muscles you're going to need to help strengthen you so you can do regular pull-ups. So then it's the negatives. You got to go down slowly, and the resistance band is going to help you with that. So when you're using resistance bands on the pull-up bar, you're going to go up, but then it's the negatives, the eccentric movement down. That's what you want to focus on. And then inverted rows are a great exercise as well for, and then just pull-ups, like just literally just. I remember back in the day, I could only do like 3 pull-ups, and then my boy, shout out to Ed Richardson in the house. We used to go, and Ed said to me, every time you go to the gym, you start your workout out with pull-ups. Do as many as you can, and that's it. Like do 1 or 2 round or sets, and that's it. And then go about your workout. So I actually started doing pull-ups and dips. I did the same thing with dips and the same thing with pull-ups, like parallel bar dips. Dude, I went to a fitness show here in Toronto years back, and I did like 90 dips in a row. I won some prize. I had the most dips in a row because I kept doing dips all the time. And then my pull-ups, I could do like 20 pull-ups, but like strict too. Like if you guys seen my older videos when I do pull-ups, I do like hang from the bottom and all the way up over, bar over. And again, it all depends on the pull-up bar, because some pull-up bars, it's just the way they are. You can't get your whole body up. But yeah, just do pull-ups too. Like the more you do it, like the better you're gonna get. The better you're gonna get. The stronger you're gonna get. You may only be able to do 1, and then 3 days later you can do 2 or 1.5. But just keep doing pull-ups plus those other auxiliary exercises, and you'll be fine. Hugh Wilson from Milton, what up? Hugh Wilson, that name sounds familiar, man. I think I know you, Hugh. I honestly do. What up, Kyriakos? 327, but you're awake thank you. Greece in the house, man. Much love to Kyriakos. You're staying awake. We got to get out to Greece, man. The wife and I need to get out to Greece, 100%. Black coffee, yes or no? 1,000,000%. I'm not just saying that because I'm black, but yes, black coffee, coaching coach, 1,000,000%. In fact, I have, the bulletproof coffee. I guess all you guys know it. If you don't know what that is, I have black coffee, and then I'll put in a big scoop of grass-fed butter. It's got to be grass-fed. And then I'll throw in MCT oil or MCT oil powder. I used to have MCT oil powder. I used to have my own, actually. But I'll either use MCT oil, MCT oil powder, or coconut oil. You can use both. But MCT oil, because it's a medium-chain triglyceride, it's the best part of the coconut. It's the most metabolic because it's a medium-chain triglyceride, not a long-chain triglyceride. So a medium-chain triglyceride is going to metabolize faster, which is what you want your body to do. Plus, when you use bulletproof coffee, you don't get that crash that you usually do with regular coffee. So when I need to get into the zone, I will have my mind muscle, which is my nootropic. And then I will also, this is my mind muscle, me and my boys created this, plus my black coffee with my bulletproof coffee or energy coffee or whatever you want to call it. It's amazing. But it's got to be grass-fed butter, and it could either be coconut oil. If it's coconut oil, I call it my energy coffee. If it's MCT oil, then it's bulletproof coffee, which David, can't remember his last name, created. So hopefully that helps. But yes, what are your thoughts on casein protein at night before bedtime? You don't need, okay, so this is my thought on casein protein. There's no need for casein protein unless you're a bodybuilder. I see bodybuilder totally different. My wife used to bodybuild 10 years ago. She was a very good body. She won competitions. But unless you're a bodybuilder, there's no need for casein. Whey protein is the best. Eating the right foods are the best to help with muscle recovery, because again, whey protein is going to help with your muscle recovery. The nutrition that you eat is going to help with your muscle recovery. And guess what else is going to help with your muscle recovery? Rest. That's what's going to help with your muscle recovery. So, but if you're a bodybuilder, then you probably already know. If you were a bodybuilder, then you would already know that casein protein should be part. Because here's the thing: whey protein is the best. Whey protein isolate, grass-fed whey protein isolate is going to be your number one protein. Whey protein is the highest quality protein, highest value. BV value is whey protein and then eggs. So that's number one, 100% grass-fed. Without a doubt, whey protein isolate, grass-fed, soy-free, gluten-free, stevia sweetened, like no sugar. That's your number one. Boom. So now you got to buy another protein for what? For what? Because why? Right? You're not stepping on stage. You could get great recovery, ensuring that you're eating the right foods to help recovery, and you're resting the day after so that your body can grow, so your muscles can grow because they just got broken down in the gym. So no need for casein protein. Hey Funk, got any tips? Yes, type 1 diabetes workouts. I'm insulin dependent and have trouble with anaerobic exercise. A lot of your less intense workouts have helped a lot. Yes. So Ash Hole, I love you, first of all. I love the name. And I love you because I'm actually, before this whole thing started, I'm looking at my calendar right now, and on May 11th, I was coming out with our diabetes solution program for people with mostly type 2 and pre-diabetics, but type 1 diabetics as well, because I've had many diabetics or people who have type 2 diabetes or people who are pre-diabetic into my over 40 alpha program who've literally reversed, not type 1 diabetics. They haven't reversed that, but they've managed it, right? They've learned how they can manage it better because of the style the workouts are. Because with type 1 diabetes or diabetes in general, the best type of workouts is mixing strength and cardio, right? So my metabolic workouts are perfect. And yes, you're totally right. Too high of an intensity is going to be too much. But that being said, your nutrition is going to be key too. The nutrition that you eat after your workouts is going to help balance that insulin. Right. So if you're replenishing the glycogen stores that you're losing during the workout with the right carbs, because there are some carbs that are more tricky for you, that you can eat and you shouldn't eat, and they're kind of like, oh, you can eat a little bit of this, but not too much because you're insulin. But after your workout, the nutrition is going to be key because that's going to keep everything balanced, right? And that's why with my program, because I have them eating starchy carbs, fats, proteins, and vegetables, with the workouts in the my main program workouts, the main ones are use your body weight, but also dumbbell, and they're metabolic. So we're getting strength and, not strength in like deadlifts and that sort of thing, but, resistance with cardio, which is a perfect combination for people with diabetes, right? Perfect combination, but it's your nutrition that's going to be key too. You got to make sure that you're eating a balanced plate, but you do have to watch the food. So this diabetes solution that we have is a 28-day program that's going to give you the workouts, the perfect workouts. Now, because of what's happening with this whole pandemic going on, there's a lot of people who don't have access to dumbbells. So we've had to have the workouts with the dumbbells and body weight, and then just body weight only workouts as well. So you can so you'll still get great results. Believe me, you'll still get amazing results when you're like eating the right foods, getting the right nutrition, and getting the right workouts or good workouts that are going to help you through. So you're absolutely right, Ashwell. The workouts that I do are perfect. And if you are diabetic, pre-diabetic, type 2, or pre-diabetic specifically, you got to get in that alpha over 40 alpha program right away. Ash, get into the Over 40 Alpha program, because I'm going to be launching that diabetes program very soon, and you can use it you can use the nutrition portion of it, because there is a little bit of change in the food list. Most of the foods are right, but the carbs food list is a little bit tricky, specifically for you guys. But I didn't like, for me, I worked with a guy who that's what he does. He works with people over 40 with diabetes, pre-diabetics, and in my program, I've seen and have helped many diabetics that I thought it would be a perfect combination, because I know my workouts and my nutrition protocol lifestyle works. It's just you got to change the carbs a little bit. I hope that helps, Ash. But join my over40alpha.com program, because I'm not too sure when that diabetes program is coming out, because we've had to make some changes due to the pandemic. We've had to put more bodyweight workouts into my brotherhood, which is perfect if you have no equipment, because now you're going to get bodyweight workouts for the whole 19 months or whatever we got here. Sir, how to lose lower belly fat? Nutrition, eating fats, carbs, proteins, and vegetables with every meal. That's it. And metabolic workouts. And so I'm gonna go. Gives me extreme low blood sugar a lot of the time due to it. Yeah. But Ash, I honestly think that after your workout, when you eat like that, it's gonna be better. But yes, you don't want to go too heavy, too high intense. Love your workouts, awesome. So now, because it's 13 after and I need to go downstairs with my wife and watch the Michael Jordan special, I'm gonna go fast. Sorry. So maybe, but come back next week if I didn't answer your question the way you wanted me to answer it. Okay. Love your workouts, bro. Try them every day. Awesome. Can I do heavy bag workouts between hit days? 100% you can. Dicam, what's going on? Yes, for sure you can. Sir, how to lose lower belly fat? Rohan, use lower belly fat with nutrition, metabolic training, and join my Over 40 Alpha program. Over 40 Alpha program, and I will help you lose that belly fat. I mean, I will give you the tools. You have to actually apply the tools and trust the process, but you'll do it. You're cool, dude. You are too, David Matthews. I love you, man. Mohammed, yes, good to see you. Kyriakos, Funk, any advice on minerals and vitamin supplementations? Which of them we need as good supplements? Great question. I'm just going to whip through this quickly. Vitamin D3 and K2, a good multivitamin. Magnesium. Probiotics are good. I know that's not a vitamin mineral, but it's really good for digestion. Vitamin D, magnesium, omega-3s for sure. Turmeric is good, and a good multivitamin. I think that's pretty much the stable that you need, like right there. If you've got that stable, then you're good. The vitamin D for sure, because we're all deficient. Magnesium for sure, because we're all deficient. Helps with testosterone. A great multivitamin that's got everything you need. I'm coming out with one in about 3 weeks, so stay tuned for that. Probiotics great because it'll help with your digestion, but of course you got to eat those good foods. What else did I say? Vitamin B. Vitamin B is good too, but make sure that your multivitamin has a good vitamin B6. I'm looking over here. Omega-3s for sure. For fats, and turmeric's good for recovery. Hopefully that helps. Body weight will help me win strength as well. Not as much. I mean, right now, because you don't have access to like pull-up bars and dip bars, it's a little bit harder for strength. But if you're totally weak, like let's say you haven't worked out at all, Mahesh, and you start doing body weight workouts, yes, you will get stronger for sure. You know, push-ups, squats, lunges, like just the basics, you'll get stronger for sure. Debbie Wright, what up, girl? Thanks for the great workouts. Thank you. Love your tutorials. Thank you so much, Deb. You're a mainstay. Hopefully you'll join the Women of Strength, but I will let you know that the Women of Strength, to let you guys know, is not for advanced women. Okay, just want to let you know. My new my cousin Faye, my beautiful wife Angela, myself are launching next week our Women of Strength. We're looking for founding sisters in this 12-month program, just like the men's. There's going to be dumbbell, body weight, and then body weight only. But it's mostly for women 35, 40, 50, 60, 70 who need to get in shape. If you're already in shape, you're going to get in there and you're going to go, Funk, these workouts are too easy. And I'm going to go, Deb, I can't help you, man, because this is not for you then. But maybe you'll come in and go, Funk, I want to be one of your founding sisters because I like your workouts and I will do those workouts and maybe do some of mine, but I also want to help other women who are struggling because women need to come together like a sisterhood. I'm going on a rant right now. I'm about to go on a rant because in my brotherhood, we have thousands of men who support each other, who love each other, who help each other, who, like, I've never seen so much love. Bruce and all you guys can attest to this. In the program where guys are just supporting, you come in, you post your meals, people are helping you, but even if it's like not even about fitness, it's just about life. Like Lorna's saying, there's a bummer that someone where she works has COVID. Well, that would be something that we would post in the men's support group, Facebook group, and everyone would just be like supporting each other. That's what guys do, we support each other. Women, on the other hand, sometimes I can actually say this because I'm running a women's challenge right now, and I can see the foolishness that's going on in that challenge right now and how women aren't supporting each other as much as they should be. So, Deb Wright, if you want to be a founding sister, email me at funkroberts@gmail.com. The workouts are going to be super, super, super tough until you get later down the line. But Lorna and Deb, if you want to be people who will not only do the workouts, follow nutrition, but help other women to be successful, then get your ass in there. Okay, you mentioned good fats and carbs for testosterone. What about testosterone boosting supplements? Legal ones, of course. Yeah, Sid, yes. 100%, Sid. 100%. Because, oh, really? Because after a month in my program, I usually get the guys who want it to get my test enhance, because I don't want them going on it before you have like the good nutrition. Or some people will buy it beforehand, but I tell them to focus on their nutrition first. But yeah, definitely, man, you can get some good supplements to help, but you have to have that foundation first. You can't get this first and think it's going to help you without getting the foundation first. This is just that additional. You get the zinc, you get tribulus for the you get horny goat weed, saw palmetto, all the good stuff. Anyways. Lorna, bummer. I work at a healthcare facility. I tested someone with COVID-19. Now I have to be tested. I use great PPEs. I should be fine. Leaving the chat to be tested. Good luck, Lorna. Our prayers are with you. My wife also had to go into a house the other day, to actually a COVID-19 house. So I know where you're at. I know the stress that can happen. And for any of you guys out there, I'm sending you all my love and all my support to all of us. We got to come together during these times. We got to be together. We got to support each other. We got to get on these chats. We got to help each other. And we all have to stay safe. So I also do the stretch with the video you recommended every time after I finish my workout. Stretching is important for longevity and not something to overlook. 100%, Carlos. And I love that you do that as well. I love that you do that. I think Carlos is in my membership. Or no, you're on the other side. Love the workouts with you and Mrs. Funk when you guys do burpees. Yeah, me too. Does full body 5x5 hypertrophy workouts 3 times a week cause a spike in cortisol? No, not really, depending on your age. If you're like younger, so listen, when I'm talking about the spike in cortisol, if you're like in your 20s and early 30s, this doesn't apply to you because your testosterone levels are super, super high. And 5x5 workouts, although they can be a little bit longer, the style of workouts are going to be a little bit different. So you'll be fine with those. Will creatine make you fat? That's a good question. If you take creatine with fenugreek, then no. There are studies that show mixing creatine with fenugreek. So basically, creatine, in order for it to really shuttle to the muscles, what's going to happen right now when you get a lot of creatine is you're going to get full of water, right? Creatine is going to cause that water to get to the muscles. So a lot of times people bloat. They get bloated, specifically when they first start. And a lot of people, in order to shuttle the creatine to where it needs to go, some people will take it with Gatorade or with some sugar or something. And that, of course, when you're drinking with Gatorade and you're drinking sugar and you're using it with sugar, you're gonna obviously gain fat. But when you take, and this is a incredible tip for everybody, when you take creatine, let's see if I have my creatine here. Sure do. When you take creatine monohydrate, 100% creatine monohydrate with fenugreek, okay, because studies show that that's going to allow that's a great herb. It's a testosterone boosting herb, and it's also a herb that's going to shuttle the creatine, and you can look for the studies about the fenugreek and creatine to the muscles much quicker, and you'll stay lean. Whenever I go into a muscle building phase where I want to build muscle, obviously I want to keep that six-pack, I'll make sure that I have just a serving of fenugreek, which is a pill. You can get that anywhere. Funk, how do you write a proper workout plan? Well, there's a lot that goes into it. First of all, I think about my goal. What is the goal? Once you figure out the goal, then you can break it down. Okay, well, how am I going to reach this goal, right? And then from there, you can break down the type of workouts that are going to get you to whatever goal that you want, if that makes sense. During fasting, time of workout is before or after breakfast? During fasting, after breakfast. No, before. Always before. Oh, sorry. Always before. Always before you eat. Always work out before you eat because the food that you're going to eat afterward is going to replenish the glycogen stores. Okay, so always work out before you eat. Now, if you're like an athlete who works out twice a day, then obviously you're going to need, you may work out on an empty stomach in the morning, get that training in, or maybe take something to give you the energy to get through the workout. But after you eat, right after you work out, you're going to eat to replenish, and then that food is going to help you with that next training session that you have. You may take something small, but that's as an athlete. If you're celebrating Ramadan, then you're going to work out before so that you can replenish the glycogen stores. Your body's going to tap into the fat stores. Then you're going to eat breakfast, And of course, Mohammed, you know your breakfast is going to have fats, carbs, proteins, and vegetables, or fruits, probably fruits. And it's going to replenish the glycogen stores so your body can continue to metabolize. The protein is going to go to your muscles. The fat's going to get burned, and you're going to be great. And you're going to have energy as well. Is it better to eat fruits and vegetables during your meal or throughout the day? No, during your meal. You're going to eat 3 times a day, Derek, and that's it. You're not going to overload your body with these useless snacks. You're going to make sure that you have enough carbs, and you're going to make sure that your plate has a lot of fruits and vegetables, depending on what meal it is, or you can mix up your fruits and vegetables like I do with some salads. Good day, Master Funk. Week 3 in the 30-day challenge. Feeling awesome. Can't stop admiring your arm, Paul. You're a beast. Thank you, buddy. Thanks, man. Mohammed's killing it, though. Oh, Mohammed, you're doing fantastic, buddy. By the way, Mohammed Farid, you're doing amazing, man, in the 30-day challenge. You're crushing the 30-day challenge. I'm telling you. When I observe Ramadan, I work out during, you will have more energy. You work out during Ramadan? I don't know what you mean. But yeah, everyone's different too, right? Everyone's different. But I generally tell you, replenish, work out before you eat so you can replenish your glycogen store so your body's not starving for food. Hello from Argentina. Buenos dias, Alejo Romero. Funk, any advice on how to fix muscle imbalance in feet and arms? Yes, you're going to do more bilateral training, unilateral training. So like, you're going to do one side followed by another side. You can do a lot of unilateral, bilateral workouts so that you can get stronger for your muscle imbalance. A lot of us are all imbalanced a lot of times because depending on when we do the same thing, athletes have a lot of muscular imbalance because athletes are doing the same thing over and over again. Like for me, when I was playing volleyball, I'm a lefty, right? So I spike with my left hand. And of course, as a pro athlete, I probably a million times, so, the same motion a million times, the same motion over and over again. Like I used to, my shoulders used to be like this. I'd walk up to you like, hey man, how you doing? How's it going? But over years, when you start doing some more unilateral training, bilateral training, one side at a time, it helps to, helps with that muscular imbalance for sure. If you was a woman version, if only there is a woman version, Stephanie. Women of Strength, it's coming soon. I will hook you up with it. Next week, Tuesday, be here. Ladies and gentlemen, crew Steve Betancourt, Sawadee Cup crew. The crew's in the house. The crew is in the house. I want to give a shout out to my crew who prepared me for my fights. Love you, crew, man. I love you. Absolutely love you. I miss you. The website is over40alpha.com. Oh, man, over40alpha. And Stephanie, don't worry. The women's program is coming next week, my man. My girl. Oh, man, good to see you, crew. Hope everything is going great. Hope you and the family are okay during these times. I miss you, man. I miss our basement sessions. I truly do. Funk, I am 41 years old. I am 5'7", 220, and I want to get 185, 12%. I work in the IT field. I want to be lean. I have a few pieces of equipment. Can I get lower body fat? What am I going to say, guys? What am I going to say to Ty or Tia? What am I going to say? What am I going to tell you? You know exactly what I'm going to tell you. Get in there, man. Get in there right now. 30 days free. 30 days free. My last testosterone test showed 618. Jesus! I do have belly fat. Can this be changed in my diet? Yes. That's good testosterone levels, man. Listen, just because that's great testosterone levels, and yes, can this be changed with yes, which was my bad. Yes, it can be. This is what you want to work on. And if you want to get in that brotherhood, Slim 72, get in there, man, because I'll teach you this, and they'll give you good workouts too to help you. For sure. If you're under 40, yes, you can join under 40, 100%. Why are burpees so effective? This is a total body exercise. It's explosive. It's metabolic. So it's good. Okay, so I gotta really speed up here. Why are burpees? Because they're great. This site was Let's Get Checked. Yes, I just ordered the kit. Beautiful, Tim. I love you, man. Break a sweat. Yes, break a sweat. Just jumped in. Will you talk about nutrition? Yes, next week, okay? I did already talk about nutrition, though. So if you go back in this, I talked near the beginning, I went on a rampage on nutrition. Sir Robert, I challenge you because I always double your training, and I wish if you could train with me. I mean, you're following my training, and we'll see if you can follow it. I'm a good fan of yours. Thank you, Muhammad. You're great. Funk, share. Can you shred with a few pieces of equipment? Yes. 1,000,000%. Ty, just join the challenge. That's it. Boy. How about carbs? I have a hard time giving up rice. Yeah, of course you can eat carbs, man. 100% eat that rice after your workout. Next week, can you show us how to make bulletproof coffee? Oaktown girl, yes, I can. 100%. Yo, brother, question. If I'm doing a 3-day-a-week kettlebell workout, can I still do this GMB movement workout? What's GMB movement? At night, 6 days a week. If it kind of challenging, but yes, GMB, of course. Yes, sorry, that's my boy. Yeah, yes. That's mobility work. So I wouldn't do it 6 days a week, though. I really wouldn't do it 6 days a week, because when are you giving your body that true rest, right? Like, you're 41. No, you're still 41 though, so you're still like. Here's what I would do, Wade. I would look at where I'm at right now. Where's my body? Is it where I'm at? Like, am I lean, or am I where I want to be? You know what I mean? Like, am I giving my body enough time to recover so that my stress levels can go down, so that, my recovery's there, so that I can maximize my fat burning, my metabolic burning? Or I'm good. I feel good. I like my kettlebells. I want to have more mobility. So I'm going to do this 6 days a week. I don't even know why 6 days. Why not 4 days, right? Why 6 days? Why can't you do it 4 days a week and give yourself some good time to recover, right? Because the question I have for you, Wade, is, remember, this is about sustainability. So, like, if you see guys in the program, or just guys in general, but I always refer to people in my program because that's what I can refer to, right? They're going into month number 16, 17, 15, 12 without being injured. Every month without being injured. Sustainability, because the way I set up the programs, they don't get injured because of the workouts. They may get injured at work, but that seldomly happens, and they bounce back. But it's about sustainability, being able to, like, literally do this forever, right? So I don't know how long you'll be able to do 6 day a week of GMB. Maybe you can. Maybe that's how, I can't remember his name. That's how he sets it up. Mike, right? Mike. I did something with him years ago, actually. Mike. Thanks, Funk. Morning, Mike. Mark. Funk. 8 a.m. in Singapore. Just woke up. I crushed your last night's workout. You and Angela are awesome. Thank you. Francis, I'm following your workouts, but I see it's mostly for men. Francis, next week, be on here. We've got the one for women, okay? No problem. It's coming. Check your spelling of certified of your exercise videos. I will. Thank you, Martin. I appreciate it. Thank you for that. Yes, I will tell my video guy to check the certified. I'm now signed up and did my first workout yesterday. Awesome, Zabe. Oh, Zabe! Killed me in a great way. What's up, Zabe? You were just on the on our call, our coaching call, which I have every week when you join the Over 40 Alpha program. I got to get going, guys. Greetings. 49, 6 months, becoming lean, doing your diet, mild to moderate exercise regularly. How slow? This muscle wasting, of course, no weakness, all blood tests normal. Great job. Do the 18-hour fasting slowly, getting used to it. Good job. Get your program. Yes, Zabe, you're awesome, Zabe. You're awesome. Greetings live from Zimbabwe. Oh, Parats, what's up, buddy? Can you talk more about insulin resistance and overcome it? I'll do that next week. Did one of your old gauntlets? Yes, guy kicks up butt. I'm gonna get one for you. One more from Argentina. Have you been there? No, I haven't been there yet, man. I want to go. Funk, after the month without a gym, I'm losing mass, even training at home. What can I do? Dumbbells, buddy. Get dumbbells. Splash is talking fuckery. Peace and love. Love it. Can I get some Zoom codes, please? Splash is just being a dick, I think. Can someone deal with Splash for me, please? Thanks for your answer. Doing 50 burpees, some squats, and push-ups daily can reduce my weight. I would do it daily. I would maybe do it every other day. Anyways, I got to go, guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Women, come back next week, Tuesday. If I didn't answer your question, come back this week. You guys are amazing. Join the brotherhood. Have a great week. Be safe. Focus on your immune, and I'll talk to you later. I may post another workout this week. We'll see. Later, guys.